It was a perfect day for a race. The sky stretched endlessly overhead, painted with soft blue hues, and just a few puffy clouds floating lazily by. The warmth of the sun kissed the earth below, casting a golden glow across the vast, open field. 3 children stood at the starting line, their hearts beating with anticipation as they prepared for an epic race on horseback. Liam, a 10-year-old boy with tousled brown hair and sharp blue eyes, sat confidently atop his sleek black stallion, Storm. The horse's coat shimmered in the sunlight, and his muscular frame was a testament to his speed and power. Liam, wearing a weathered leather jacket and a cowboy hat that tilted slightly to the side, looked like a young adventurer ready for anything. His eyes gleamed with excitement, and he gripped the reins firmly, eager to show what he and Storm could do. Next to him was Emma, a 9-year-old girl with golden blonde hair that was tied into 2 neat braids. Her bright blue eyes sparkled with determination as she patted the neck of her horse, Star, a stunning white mare with a graceful, slender build. Emma wore a light green shirt tucked into riding pants, and her boots were coated with a fine layer of dust from previous rides. She and Star moved together like they shared one mind, their bond built on trust and affection. The gentle way Star responded to Emma's touch showed how close they were. And finally, there was Noah, another 10-year-old with long black hair that flowed down his shoulders. He was calm and collected, his dark brown eyes sharp and focused as he sat on his powerful brown horse, Comet. Comet was strong, with a broad chest and sturdy legs, built for endurance and speed. Noah wore a dark blue jacket and black pants, giving him a sleek and serious look. He had a quiet confidence about him, the kind that made everyone believe he had a strategy up his sleeve. He wasn't in a rush, he was waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The whistle blew, and all 3 riders kicked off the race with a burst of speed, their horses galloping forward with power and grace. The race was on, and the open field stretched out before them, a perfect mix of flat terrain and gentle slopes. That promised a thrilling challenge. Liam and Storm took the early lead, the black stallion's hooves pounding the earth with incredible force. Dust rose in their wake as they surged ahead, the wind whipping through Liam's hair. His focus was intense, his hands gripping the reins tightly as he guided Storm with precision. Every muscle in Storm's body rippled with strength as they raced toward the distant trees that marked the halfway point. Emma was not far behind, though. Star, with her slender frame and nimble legs, moved like a breeze across the field. Her braids bounced with every stride, but her eyes never left the path ahead. Star's hooves barely touched the ground as they flew over the earth, her mane flowing behind her like a silken banner. Emma urged her mare on, her heart pounding with excitement. Emma smiled, knowing that the real challenge was yet to come. He had learned the importance of patience in racing. Meanwhile, Noah and Comet stayed in 3rd place, but Noah was playing the long game. Comet's steady, powerful gallop kept them close to the other 2 riders, but Noah held him back just enough to conserve energy. He watched as Liam and Emma raced ahead, knowing that soon they would have to slow down. His strategy was simple: let them tire themselves out, and then make his move when they least expected it. As they approached the creek that cut through the middle of the field, the first major challenge of the race presented itself. The water sparkled in the sunlight, and the horses would need to leap across to stay on course. Liam urged Storm forward, and with a mighty leap, they soared over the creek, landing smoothly on the other side. Emma and Star followed, her mare clearing the water with ease. But Noah, with a calculating eye, timed Comet's jump perfectly, gaining precious seconds as they landed gracefully and surged ahead. Now the race was nearing its climax. The final stretch was in sight, but the riders still had to navigate through a narrow, winding path between rows of tall trees. The trees stood like silent sentinels, their leaves casting dappled shadows on the ground. It was here that Noah knew he could make his move. He whispered softly to Comet, and the horse responded with a sudden burst of speed. The powerful brown stallion flew past Emma, and soon they were neck and neck with Liam and Storm. Liam gritted his teeth, urging Storm to push harder, but he could feel his horse beginning to tire. They had led for most of the race, but now, with Noah so close, the pressure was on. The path between the trees was tight, and one wrong move could send them off course. Emma, riding just behind the two boys, focused on staying close. She wasn't out of the race yet. She knew Star still had some energy left, and she was ready to make one final push if the moment was right. As they emerged from the trees and into the final open stretch of the field, Noah leaned forward and gave Comet the signal to go all out. The brown horse thundered ahead, his powerful legs driving them toward the finish line. Liam and Storm fought to keep up, but they were just a fraction behind. Emma and Star galloped close behind them, her mare's white coat gleaming in the sunlight. With the finish line in sight, the crowd of spectators gathered nearby erupted into cheers. In a breathtaking finish, Noah and Comet crossed the line just seconds ahead of Liam and Storm. Emma and Star followed close behind, their faces flushed with excitement and joy. Although Noah had claimed the victory, all three friends knew the race had been more about the adventure, the excitement, and the bond they shared with their horses. As they slowed their horses to a trot, laughter filled the air, and the three friends congratulated one another on a race well run. The setting sun bathed the field in a warm, golden light, marking the perfect end to an unforgettable day.